Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and good at home, and you all are preparing for the next exam too. And whatever exercises and chapter day by day we are doing, you all are doing those exercises and chapters very nicely. And I think that you are not facing any of the problem while doing any of the exercise because you used to clear your doubts also in the classes. So today, my dear, we are going to begin the new chapter. We have already completed the symmetry chapter. I have already explained you what is symmetry, what are the types of symmetry, how we used to draw the line of symmetry. And line of symmetry is also called axis of symmetry. So these things are already being taught and explained to you. And I think on the basis of these things, we have already completed the exercise nicely and smoothly. Let's begin and just see what we are having today to read. Students, math is a very interesting subject, and you all are all. I am knowing this that you all also used to keep your keen interest on doing the mathematical work. So, my dear, let's move. The chapter which we are going to begin today is the name. The name of that chapter is factors and multiples. Factors and multiples. Some of the things related to factors and multiples you all are already aware of because you have already completed the multiplication chapter. In that, these two words maybe you have heard what is factor and what is multiple. But now in today's class we are going to discuss about these two topics in a brief manner. Okay, today I am going to start with this. I am going to start the divisibility. Okay, the divisibility. So we have already discussed some of the terms and points related to factors and multiples, and today we are going to move with the next exercise. Okay, that exercise is the next one. In that exercise we are going to learn about the divisibility of different numbers, how we can find out the divisibility of any number. Okay, that with which number that particular number is divisible. For doing that, my dear, we should know some of the rules and tricks which I am going to discuss today, which will help you out in completing this exercise much more easier. The first which I am going to discuss is divisibility by 2. Okay, if the number is even, that is it, and in suppose what it is written, I'm underlining, please everyone watch nicely. If a number is even, which numbers are even? Can you identify the even numbers now? Yes, we can identify the even numbers now. Even numbers are those numbers which can be completely divisible by 2. Those numbers are called as even numbers, isn't it? Now, which are the even number? What are the ways to find that these are the even numbers? Very easy. Even the number in the last 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0. If any of the 5, any of the 1 is given from these 5 numbers, then it means that it is a even number. Okay, from these 5. We say that the given number is divisible by 2. If any of the 5, whatever the number is given here, like 2, 4, 6, 8 and 0, these are the even number. So if in any big digit, if any 4 digit, 5 digit number is given, and in that digit, my dear, in the last, if you are getting 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0, anything like this, then it means that that number is a even number. And how a number can be considered as an even number? It means that it can be divisible by 2. When a number is divisible by 2 completely without leaving the remainder, then that number is considered as a even number. Easy. Now next we are having divisibility of 3. Divisibility of 3. So, in divisibility of 3, my dear, we are going to see that, just see what it is written. It is written, if a number of digit of a number is divisible by 3, we say that the number is divisible by 3. If the number of digits is divisible by 3, we say that the number is divisible. Means that when suppose this is given 3, 8 and 4 is given. So 3, 8 and 4 you add. Okay, you add 3, then you add 4 and then you add, then you add 8 and then you add 4. When after adding the sum, this is the total. When you have added any number, you have got the total, or you can say sum. The sum of the total which you are getting after adding all the three numbers, that is 15. If that 15 is divisible by 3 completely, then it means that 384 is also divisible by 3. So how we can find the number is divisible by 3? By adding all the numbers, and that sum is if divisible by 3, then it means that the whole number is divisible by 3. Okay, so these two we have discussed about the divisibility of 2 and divisibility of 3. Now let's move with the divisibility of 4 and 5. So students, now we are here with the divisibility of 4. What it is written, just see everyone. If the number is formed by the last two digits of a given number, okay, number is divisible by 4. The number is divisible by 4. We can say the given number is divisible by 4. What does it mean, the last two digits formed by last two digits? It is saying that if any number is given, for an example, I have taken one number 164. If the last two digits, there are three digits in this number, 1, 6 and 4. If the last two digits means 6 and 4, when you will divide that 64, and if that 64 is divisible by 4, you divide it by 4, and if that 64 we can divide by 4, it means that 164 can be divisible by 4. If that last two digit is not divisible by 4, it means that the whole digit is not divisible by 4. So it doesn't matter how many number of digits are given, 4 digit number, 5 digit number, you just have to see the last two digits. If the last two digits are divisible completely by 4, it means the whole 4 digit number or 5 digit, whatever number of digit is given, is completely divisible by 4. Okay, now divisibility by 5. Okay, just how we can say a number is divisible by 5? It's much more easier than rest of all ones. How? If in the end we are getting 5 or 0, any number is given, 260 or 275. So in the last, if you are getting 5 or 0, any one you are getting. Like I have taken two examples here for you. In one example, 525 is written. And in the last you are seeing that 5 is written now, so it means that number is divisible by 5. You just have to see the last digit. Okay, if in the last 5 or 0 any one is there, I'm not saying both should be there, no, any one should be there, either 5 should be there, either 0 should be there, any one should be there, then it means that it shows that the number is completely divisible by 5. This is the divisibility by 5. Now we are going to move with the divisibility of 6, and now divisibility by 6 and divisibility by 8 we will see. Okay, so if the number, what it is written, just see. If the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, means if any number is given and you have to find out is this number is divisible by 6, so you have to see that is this number is divisible by 2 as well as 3, both. So how we can see that the number is divisible by 2? If in the last 8, 2, 4, 6 or 0 any one is there, then it means that it is divisible. So one example I have taken, okay, that is 408. So in the last 8 is there, now it means that number is completely divisible by 2. Okay, now we have to see that is this number is divisible by 3 as well. Means with both it should be divisible. With both it should be divisible, then only this number can be divisible by 6. It is not like that with 2 it is divisible and with 3 it is not divisible, then also it is divisible by 6. No, with both the numbers should be divisible. It means with 2 also as well as with 3 also. So divisibility by 3. How we used to find out the divisibility of a number by 3? By adding all the numbers. So 4 plus 0 plus 8 we will add. 4 plus 0 plus 8 we will add. We will get 42. 2. What we will get? 42. Sorry. I'm wrong here. When we are adding 4 plus 0 plus 8, then we are getting 12 there, my dear. What we are getting? 12. And is this 12 is divisible by 3? Yes, it is divisible in 4 times. 3 4s are 12. So it means that 480 is divisible by 6 because it is divisible by 2 as well as 3. Now just see the next one. Is 8 is divisible, is the number is divisible by 8? How we can find out? There is also one rule. You just see, if the number formed by the last 3 digits of the given number is divisible by 8, we say the number is means. If the number, which has been given, we have learned this one property in divisibility of 4. Yes, now the last 2 digits if divisible by 4, it means the whole is divisible. In the same way, in 8, if the last 3 digits, my dear, last 3 digits, 1 2 3, if suppose if 5 digit number is given, and in this 5 digit, if the last 3 digit number is divisible by 8, is completely divisible by 8 by leaving the remainder of 0, it means that the number is completely divisible by 8. It means 53888 is, in that we will take 888, that is 888, and is 888 is divisible by 8? Yes, 888 is divisible by 8. It means that the whole number is divisible by 8. So easy, na? Now we will move with the next. Just see. We have to see that is the number is divisible by 9. The number which is given to us, is that number is divisible by 9? Very easy. If the sum of the digit of a number is divisible by sum, sum. Where we were doing this sum? We were doing this sum in the divisibility of 3. In the same way, we will do the same kind of process we have to do in with the 9. We have to add all the numbers. So here big digit number is given, 6 digit number, isn't it? If all the 6 digits, when we are adding, then we are getting 36. 7 plus 2 plus 9 plus 6 plus 3 plus 9 is 36. Is this 36 is divisible by 9? Yes. In the table of 9, in 4 times, 36 is coming. So it means that this number is completely divisible by 9. We don't have to see the rest all number. If by adding all the numbers, the sum which we are getting, if that sum is divisible by 9, it means the whole number is divisible by 9. Now, divisibility by 10. It is just similar to divisibility of 5. So just see. If the number is end with 0, here we don't have to see 5. If in the last we are getting 0, it means that number is divisible by 10. Very easy. Like 8620 is there. So in the last what it is? 0. It means the whole number is divisible by 10. Means 8620 is divisible by 10. Completely it is divisible. And how we can identify this? By seeing the last digit. In the last it is given 0. It means the whole number is divisible. Now let's move on. Divisibility of 11. Here you just see. A number is divisible by 11 if the difference of the sum of alternative digit is 0 or 11. What does it mean? Alternative of 0 is 11, 0 or 11. Very easy. Just see. Alternative means when we are skipping one number and we are taking another number. One number we are skipping. Alternative is that, like 3's alternative is 2. And 7 alternative is 9. So this is called alternative. In a sequence knot, we are leaving one number if any digit is given, and we are leaving one number, and then we are writing the alternative numbers. So 7 and 9 when you are adding, which number? 7 and 9 you are getting 16, isn't it? 7 plus 9 is 16, and 3 plus 2 is 5. Alternative numbers you will add. 7 plus 9, you are not going to add 3 and 7, or you are not going to add 2 and 9. Don't do this. You have to add alternative numbers. Means 3, 7 you have to skip there, and 2 you have to add. So 3 plus 2 is 5, and 7 plus 9 is 16. So when you are alternatively adding the number and then you have to subtract, what you have to do? You have to subtract, means whatever the sum you have got, the total you have got, 16 minus 5 you will do. Then what you will get? 11. Is 11 is divisible by 11? Yes, it means the whole number is divisible by 11. It means the whole number is divisible by 11. In the same way, one more example I have taken. 4, 5, 7, 6. So 4 plus 7 I will add and 5 plus 6 I will add. So 4 plus 7 is 11 and 5 plus 6 is also 11. So 11 minus 11 is 0. 11 minus 11 is 0. So it means this number is divisible by 11. There were two things given. Either you will get 0 or either you will get 11. If you will get 11 also, it means it is completely divisible by 11. If it is you are getting 0 also, then also that number is completely divisible by 11. But you have to add the alternative numbers. Now just move. How we can find out the divisibility of 12? Okay, how we used to find out the divisibility of 12? 12 divisibility, when we have to find out, we have to see that is that number is divisible by 2, 3 and 4. It should be divisible by both 3 as well as 4. Both the numbers should be divisible. It is not like that with 3 only we are dividing. If with 3 it is divisible, then it is divisible by 12. No. We have to see that it should be divisible with both the digits, 3 as well as 4. So the number, this is a 6-digit big number is given. So you add all the numbers. Even by adding all the numbers, I am getting 36. Is this 36 is divisible by 3? Yes. It means that this number is divisible by 3. Now we have to see is this number is divisible by 4 as well. So for finding that a number is divisible by 4 or not, we just have to see the last two digits. We just have to see the last two digits. So last two is given 28. You can see it is being marked with the red line. So 28. Is this 28 is divisible by 4? Yes. In the table of 4, in 7 times 28 is coming. So it means that this number is divisible by 4 also. What you can say? You can say this, that 4, 7, 9, 6, 2, 8 is completely divisible by 12. It is completely divisible by 12. Okay. In the same way, how we can find out a number is divisible by 15 or not? Just see. A number is divisible by 15 if it is divisible by 3 and 5. If the number is divisible by 3 as well as 5 both, then it means that number is divisible by 15 also. So with 3, what was the process given to find the divisibility of 3? We just have to add all the numbers. Here also this number which is given, it is a very big number. We will add all the numbers and with the sum we will see is that sum is divisible by 3. So yes, 30 is divisible by 3. Here when we are adding all these 6 numbers, we are getting 30. So 30 is divisible by 3 in 10 times, which is written here also, you can see. So it means it is divisible by 3. Okay, it is divisible by. But we have to see that is this number is divisible by 5 also. So how we used to find out the number is divisible by 5 or not? Either in the last it should be 0 or either it should be 5. Then only we can say that number is divisible by 5. So 5, 6, 0, 9, 5, 5. In the last we are getting 5. Yes, in the last we have to just see the last digit here to see the divisibility by 5. So yes, in the last it is given 5. It means that the whole number is divisible by 15. If the number is divisible by 3 as well as 5 both, then it means that this number is completely divisible by 15. Okay. So this is how we have learned the divisibility of different numbers. The divisibility of different numbers. With the help of this, you have to find the divisibility of the numbers given in your exercise. Okay, you can see the video very nicely and you can watch throughout and you can see whatever I have explained, how we find the divisibility of any number, and it will help you out in doing the work easily. Okay. So that is all, my dear. I hope you all have understood this, and I think that you all will must try to do the exercise very nicely by seeing and watching the video properly, because everything I have already explained. You just have to carry on the things which I have explained, and then it will be easier for you to solve the whole exercise. That is all, my dear. Thank you, everyone.